And this is Sci-Fi Dude #1, back again here at Six Flags Over Texas with another update on Aquaman Splashdown. Today will be a pretty quick update. We see as we approach the ride here in the Looney Tunes section, or across from Justice League. If we look up, we can see that there is now a big crane which has been brought in to help deconstruct the remaining parts of the ride, and we're going to get a look and see what's going on over here. Okay, yeah. We're seeing that this entire area is now closed off. Used to be you could walk in that area. Now it is entirely closed off to allow for construction to begin on, or construction to be done on the Aquaman, or deconstruction, I should say, to be done on Aquaman. I'm going to look around this direction, and we can see that the crane is up there. We can see, yeah, that crane is up there right now, taking apart the upper trough and the support structure, and so now the major construction has begun, or deconstruction. I'm going to walk this direction to see what I can see real quick. And we're getting a good look now over in this direction. And there it is, a nice big crane, and that is the crane that they're using to take apart the remainder of the ride, which is the upper trough and the support structure right there. That's all that remains of Aquaman, and that crane is here to get that disassembled and get this ride out of here so they can bring in the new Mack Power Splash, which we all believe is what's coming. So I'm going to walk down this way and see what I can see. All right, I'm over here in the kiddie section to where I can get a good look at the crane there. You can see that there are men up there hard at work on deconstructing Aquaman, or the remaining sections of Aquaman Splashdown, which include that trough and the support structure, and they're using that big crane right there to do it. And we see now that they've closed off this section. This was open a few days ago, but then they now have closed this off. The section containing Daffy Duck's bucket blasters over there, and also the Taz tornado swing, is now closed off, and the entire area is closed off to allow for deconstruction to continue on Aquaman Splashdown. We see they're in the progress of doing that now, and I do not know how long they'll keep these areas closed, but I assume they could be closed for the remainder of the season, because the removal of Aquaman and the subsequent construction of the new ride, which we think is the Mack Power Splash, will take up a lot of room and involve a lot of work and a lot of heavy equipment and a lot of personnel. So we'll have to stay tuned to see what happens, but obviously they are hard at work getting this ride deconstructed. Aquaman Splashdown, now a thing of the past here at Six Flags Over Texas. After 32 years, it is now gone. Okay, I'm over here nearer to the cordoned off area. This area is now entirely cordoned off. That's the Daffy Duck bucket blasters ride there in front of me, and that is now closed off, as is the Tasmanian Devil tornado swing, which is right over there, right there. And we can see the reason why, and that's because they brought in a big crane. We do not know if these rides will open back up before the end of the season, or if they will remain closed for the remainder of the season. We don't know yet. We see that they brought in a large crane, which is now in the process of deconstructing the remaining parts of Aquaman Splashdown, which include that trough and the support structure right there. And it's logical to assume that once they get this out, the new parts of the new ride will be coming in, so that will require more heavy equipment. We'll have to wait and see if these rides are going to be closed for the rest of the season, but right now they are closed, and the deconstruction of Aquaman is continuing. R.I.P. Aquaman Splashdown. As we can see, they are busy welding the trough section, which is being, I assume, taken apart, and that is the welders doing their job right there. They're taking that apart, and the crane is there, and that is, I assume, what is underway right there. They are welding or cutting. I assume they are cutting the ride apart, and they're going to take it out in pieces. That's what it looks like. It is interesting to see all this going on here. I can hardly wait for the new ride to come in, because I'm really looking forward to doing a video vlog of the construction process of that new ride, the Mack Power Splash, which I think is going to be an amazing attraction for us here at Six Flags Over Texas. And I'm certainly looking forward to that. And we can now see that the bulldozer is hard at work, tearing up the remaining concrete of what used to be Aquaman Splashdown. They are hard at work doing that. And we are getting something big and new in 2020. And we see the work being done right there. And over this way, we see that there's a big crane right there, if I can zoom in on it. And that is busy deconstructing, or helping in the deconstructing of the remaining sections of the drop right there, which is the trough and the support structure there, taking that apart, and that crane is assisting in that. And I will continue to update it, bring updates as often as I can to keep watching and to bring you regular updates on the progress of the removal of Aquaman and also the construction of the new ride that's coming in. Alrighty, we can see right there, that's another angle of the big crane. That crane is being used to deconstruct the remaining sections of Aquaman Splashdown, which is the supports and the trough, and the drop, which is all that is still standing at the present time, and they are cutting that apart even as I speak. And Aquaman Splashdown on its way out, and the Mack Power Splash hopefully on its way in.